Oiza Adi, and you're watching Nigeria Today News. Our focus on this episode is about the outcome from the Nigeria's Global Economic Summit held in New York. The Nigerian International Economic Partnership Forum was held in Manhattan, New York, in the middle of the most important international event of the year, the United Nations General Assembly, UNGA. The forum was enormously popular, attracting some 500 guests and delegates, almost double the expected number. The forum was a resounding success, a clear indication of investors' confidence in Nigeria. Nigeria is the biggest economy in Africa and seeks to rise its GDP to $965 billion, almost $1 trillion by 2027. Under President Muhammadu Buhari, the nation has recorded marked progress in highway construction, bridge, railway, power electrification, and capacity addition in airports and other modernization. As the president spoke, determining his government to open more and more sectors of the economy to the private sector, a particular participant turned not a few when he announced that he managed pension fund of 1.3 trillion US dollar money, well over Nigeria's current GDP, 5 times over. First, over $1 billion worth of deal befitting Nigeria and her partners was signed at the forum, including a 1.3 billion investment from South Africa for a new solar energy project, $70 million ring-fenced by Ayanda and Nobles, green energy for a new biodiversity project, strategic financing support for a new refinery on the Niger Delta announced by Honeywell Ops, and a major philanthropist invested in data for Nigerian school announced by Airtel Africa that would be setting up internet connection for 100 schools each year for 5 years running. The full guest list of the participants included the American Tower Corporation, Aviva, Big Sun Holding, Citi, Cross Boundaries Group, Cure Violence Global, Entrust, Educational Testing Service, ExxonMobil, JE Healthcare, Gilead Science, and Hello Tractor. Also in attendance were Google, Mcelati Associates, Medical Land Governance, MBA, Odin Capital, Oracle, and so on and so forth. We also participated in the World Food Programme, the Food and Agriculture Organization, the International Fund for Agriculture, and the NEPAD Agency for Africa. Of course, no one could have overlooked the overreaching presence and actual participation of the Corporate Council of Africa, whose current president, Florissa, addressed the meeting, saying that the organization is pushing for a private sector roadmap to support investment in several sectors to aid economic growth in Nigeria. Interestingly, there were also in attendance several young Nigerian entrepreneurs who are continually making their mark on the global business landscape. There was a thematic group seeking answers to important questions about growing Nigeria's agriculture for food security and access to the export market. It is addressed question of increased investment in fertilizer and urea opportunity for Nigeria-EU partnership given the Russia-Ukraine war, and such issue as the need for technical support and innovative financing mechanism for agriculture. Nigeria's oil and gas sector came under discussion with a focus on reform, results, and the road ahead, where international interest was conversed for the 2 pipeline projects taking Nigerian gas to Europe through Morocco and Algeria. The investment climate in Nigeria, including systematic risk issues and the vitals of the African Continental Trade Agreement, were also brought under focus. Infrastructure opportunities in power, clean energy, transportation, and water came under discussion, as did the ways and means of increasing capital flow into Nigeria, industrial financing, international development financing, and the road to greater financing inclusion. There was also a very comprehensive discussion on the next step for technology development. Emerging technology, satellite technology, digital communication, financing clean industries, and the use of technology to combat insecurity. The president himself pointed to the significance of the representation at the forum when he said the beauty of this reform is that the ministers responsible for all these sectors are here today. As a some of Nigeria's premier business leaders who are already excelling in these phases, we hope together we can build our dear country, Nigeria. Thanks for staying with us. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Nigeria Today. I am Oyiza Adi.